Hey y'all, Shay here. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a WIP and chat. WIP stands for work in progress, and then chat. So I'm just going to diamond paint with y'all for a little bit. We normally go for about an hour, so we'll see how much I have to talk about today. And I just want to keep you company while you work on your projects, whether it be diamond painting or something else. But yeah, just pull out something you want to do. Sometimes I do dishes while I listen to these. So yeah, whatever you want to work on, let's just catch up and grab something to drink if you're going to be sitting down and crafting maybe. I've got my coffee. You can see it in there. This is one of my favorite coffee mugs. It's from, we lived in China for 3 years, in Shanghai. And it's one of the Starbucks cups from Shanghai. And it's got this beautiful woman on it. It's just really, really pretty. And it's red inside, so I love it. But yeah, grab something to drink, something to eat even. Take a sip of my coffee while it's hot. And let's see, filming on a different day than I usually do. I usually film on Wednesdays, and these go out on Thursdays, but it is actually Tuesday for me, and then Thursday for y'all. So I'm a little off on my days, but there's a reason why, because I'm having company come over on Wednesday. So I wanted to film this the day before to make sure that I had it up for y'all on Thursday morning. So welcome to everybody that's here. Thank you for those of you that have come back again, that are returning, and then welcome to those that are new. I've got some new folks recently, so thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking subscribe, and I hope you stay. Hope we love to have a good time here. That's my goal, is to have fun, craft. That's about it, and just catch up and make friendships. That's really what it's about too for me, is all the friendships that I've made here. Okay, so let's talk about what I'm going to be working on first and what I'm using, and then we'll get into the chat part. So my diamond painting is from Craftibly. I love Craftibly, y'all. They've got amazing products. They're good people. So I'm doing this canvas for 3 different diamond painting community events, and it is called Eternal Companion Mermaid. And I will have a picture pop up right here, and I'll just kind of leave it here the whole time so y'all can see what I'm working on. So that's the image. It's really, really pretty. It's got the mermaid and the dragon and the rainbow. So one of the events is Craftibly Craze 23. So if you have a Craftibly diamond painting, you could participate in that. So that's one of the events I'm doing. The other one is DP June Pride 2023. And this has a rainbow in it. And so I thought that would work. And then the third event is Diamonds and Diversity 2023. And I thought, again, we've got the rainbow. Speaking of diversity, you've got the mermaid and the dragon, different. So yeah, I was really, hopefully it's not stretching it, but I really was trying to find a canvas that would work. And I know it would work for even more events. And I'm not doing the events for prizes. I'm going to leave those for everybody else. I feel like I'm blessed and I'm really, really fortunate. And I have a lot of things already. So I'm not doing it for the prizes. I just wanted to do it for the community feel, be part of something, diamond paint along others. And so I've been following along on Instagram and Facebook, and it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, definitely join those events if you're interested. I will pop up but in the description, I'll have the list I'll have a spreadsheet of the remaining 2023 diamond painting events that are going to be happening. And then I'll even list the 2024 events that are planned so far, if that'll be helpful. So I'll list those down below. And then of course, everything I'm working on, I'll also have linked in the description. So if y'all are interested in any of these items. So again, Craftibly diamond painting. Check. My 3D diamond painting tray is from Munimade. It's one of her smaller trays. It does come with a lid and a stopper, but I don't use either one, but love my Munimade tray. I thought the blue was kind of a good, accent. And then let's see, my pens. I've got 2 pens going here. This was a gift, excuse me. This was a gift from Cindy Schwinn. So thank you, Cindy. I love it. It goes perfect with this painting, y'all. Perfect, especially with my Trinket tray. You'll see in a sec. But it's got the sand, the shells, the water. This was a gift from Cindy, and I think she got it from. She has an Etsy shop, and I'll link it down below. It's Custom Pens by Cheryl, I think is her name. So yes, love this pen. It is gorgeous. Look at that. I mean, it looks like the real ocean like inside this pen. It is so pretty. So thank you, Cindy, again for this. This was a really nice gift. And then I also have, I've got a lava pen from Diamond Pen Pal. You can see how it's moving in there. It's got a mermaid, and it's got the mermaid scales, and inside it's got some shells and pearls, and it's just a gorgeous pen. So I had to use it. I did get this from Mermaids and Magic. So again, from Diamond Pen Pal. And they're the company that has the flat edge so it doesn't roll. So it doesn't go anywhere when you lay it down in between, you know, grabbing your colors and setting it down so it won't roll. So yeah, I love their pens. I've got these two. And then I do have a ceramic cutter, a little cutter, because I do cut back my plastic and, you know, fold it back to go to the next section. And then I do have some gold tweezers. Thought they matched really well with everything else. But look at this, y'all. Okay, I just did an unboxing of these recently. This is a Trinket tray. It is made out of resin. It's gorgeous. Now this is made from, the name of the company is EMMAzing is her name. Her name's Emma. And she makes these beautiful trays that you can use for, you know, again, for your diamond painting accessories or for anything, jewelry. The ideas are endless what you can do with these, and they're just gorgeous. So I have this from her, and I will have her shop link below, but I also have a matching Coverminder. Look at this, and it's so thick. It's gorgeous, and it's got real sand in there, and so does this too. Love these, you guys. I'm loving, loving, loving this. And they came in different colors. She does have different themes and different collections that come out. So definitely follow her on Etsy, and I'll heart her shop and follow her on Instagram too. And that way you'll get, you know, notified whenever she comes out with new things. But it does have a magnet on the back. And then the other magnet I have underneath my diamond painting, and it's holding back this piece of plastic right here for the section I'm working on. So yes, now that's not all. That's not all, y'all. I've got one more piece. This is a little trash tray. Just a little, it's beautiful. So it matches, I've got all the matchy things. Does have a magnet on the back, so you could use it, it's got two magnets, so you could use it as a cover minder. I just have it on my overhead light. The base of my overhead light is magnetic, so I just have it kind of sticking to that. But yeah, it's got some, these are not all trash drills. Some of these are just rogue, you know, drills that I kind of find loosely on my painting, and I don't know where they go or what color they are, what DMC, so I just kind of toss them in here. But yes, very cute. So definitely go check out Emma. I'm loving all my resin items. What else? Oh, and my storage containers that I'm using, I am using Elizabeth Ward. And there's a lot of colors. It's 58 colors in this painting. So yeah, I do have my Elizabeth Ward, and the Craftibly stickers work on there perfectly, and they stick and they don't pop off, which is really nice. So yeah, I will tell you about this painting though. Speaking of 58 colors, it is confetti heavy. Woo. Now when we say confetti, for those of you that might be unfamiliar with that term, it means you're constantly changing out colors. Not constantly, but quite often, I will say. Normally, you know, when I'm looking for my next color to put down, I'll see which one sticks out at me, like which one has the most. But this one, I'm just kind of looking around going, I don't even know which one to pick. It's just, I have completed I do start at the bottom of the painting. I have completed the first row. So one row is complete. And it took me a while, because today is what, June 6th for me. I started this on the 1st, so 6 days to do one row. So it's yeah, but I love it. I'm not a huge confetti fan, but my last painting I was doing was a lot of color blocking, which meaning a lot of the same color together. So it's nice, you know, and it's not a race. I'm doing this for fun, so, you know, I'm not in any hurry. I did want to try to complete it. Oh, there's a hair on my canvas. Looks like a dog hair. I did want to complete this, you know, in the month of June. That was my goal, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, I think I got the little white doggy hair off there. All right, so I think that's all the things I'm using. Oh, I forgot to mention what I'm using in my pens. I am using micro glue dots in my single placer. Just the brass tips, that's what I like. And then I'm using just the thin white multi-placers that come in a lot of the kits. This is a 7-placer. And I do have, I've got Painting with Pity's, her putty in there. I'll have her link down below, and she does have a discount code for any of my subscribers that want to purchase. So I'll have that link down below. And it's blueberry mojito, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. I went with the blue theme, and it smells so good. And I also have the same thing going over here. I just used the same putty and the micro glue dots in both of my pens. So, but yeah, definitely go check her out. She's got some good stuff. All right, so let's get started. Let me pick a color. I think I'm gonna go with 3819. It's this really pretty green. Very, very pretty. Very, 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 very pretty. All right, y'all, so it's Tuesday. And I don't think I've even asked y'all, how are you? How rude of me. How rude. I really like to start just to pop it right off like that, going, hey, how are y'all? Because in person, that's what we would do when we see somebody. I would give you a hug, So I'd start off giving you a hug, maybe a kiss on the cheek. I'm a kisser, I know. But yeah, so let me know how you are. How are you guys? I try to do these weekly, so that way we can keep on, continually, catching up with each other and finding out how everybody is. I'm doing pretty good, but we'll find, I'll talk more about how I am, but I want to know how you guys are. Let me know in the comments, what you're up to, how you've been this last week. I know we've been, my last WIP and chat, I just hit 5K subscribers. So we were talking about celebrating milestones. And what I meant to ask in that video, but I didn't. And so I wanted to make sure I asked it today. Do y'all have any milestones that you're celebrating? I know one of my subscribers commented about weight loss, and it was just incredible. And I was like, wow. So celebrate those things, y'all. Even the little things, self-care, brushing your teeth. I took a shower today. I took my medicine, any of those things. I exercised, for a walk. I mean, it can be anything. You did laundry. I mean, I'm just, anything. I try to accomplish something, at least one thing a day. So then I do feel like I can celebrate a milestone, and it makes you feel good, if you got something done. So I got a little froggy in my throat. Let me get another sip of coffee. So yeah, let me know how y'all are. That's one thing we're going to talk about in a sec. I've had a lot of thoughts on the whole 5K thing, and I'm not going to keep talking about it. I know it's like I keep talking about it. I didn't have a chance to really pull all my thoughts together because I found out right before I started filming, pretty much that same day that I found out I hit 5K, I was doing my last week's WIP and chat. And, I said some things like, it changed my life, this channel has, and it really, really has. And I didn't have a lot of time to think about it and really be retrospective. And I was laying in the pool the other day, and I was trying to float around by myself, which was nice, for about an hour. I just got some sun and just kind of chilled out in the pool, and I was closing my eyes, and I just kept thinking about how it feels and how important it is to me. And when I say it's changed my life, there's a lot of personal things I'm not going to get into. I mean, I would love to tell y'all, but I don't want it all over the internet, of course. But I was going through a tough time. And when this community, when I found diamond painting, and it wasn't even before starting a channel, it was just finding the community. I mean, I love the channel, don't get me wrong, but there's so much more to it than that. It was the friendships I started forming. It was the having someone to listen to talk to comment in lives, to join events. So if you're feeling that way, if you need something, reach out to this community. It's awesome. It's just get involved, get in where you can. I always want you guys to feel welcomed in my space. It's another thing we're going to talk about. Not much, but we're going to touch on it. But one of my fears is by growing and talking about the 5K subscriber count, growing too big and not being able to make everybody feel like I see them and I hear them. And but I do, you guys, I do. Even in the lives, sometimes the chat, there'll be over 100 people in there, and the chat's moving pretty quick. And even if I have a guest, it's even harder because I don't want to interrupt them if they're talking. But if y'all say hi, I read and I go back and watch the replay. So I see what you guys are saying. I just might not be able to comment right then and there, right? Live. But I see you guys. So I always want to make everybody feel welcomed. I am afraid of growing because I want it to have that feel, and maybe it's unrealistic, but I want to have that feel of like, almost like, remember that show Cheers? That's the one thing I was like, kind of resonated with me. And I was like, how they walk into Cheers and they're like, hey, Norm, or, it's just, I want us to because when I started in the community, I loved it when I would go into creators' lives or, comment on their videos. And they would say they'd say hello to me by name, or they would ask how I was doing. And I was gravitating towards those smaller channels because they were seeing me. And I don't want to lose that. That's so important to me. Oh, so important to me. And I don't want to lose that. So however I can continue to be here, be present, and not, I'm not saying I'm getting a big head or that's gonna, because I'm not like huge, but I just want to still have that small channel feel, if that makes sense. So that's, I just wanted to talk about that. Another thing, I want that I wanted to touch on is bullying. That gets brought up, from time to time. Lives, sometimes, unfortunately, it does happen, but some things are said in lives that are not, that people may not be getting along, let's say, for an example, right? People are not getting along and they might be both friends with that creator or both friends, and they want to join that live. And then, there's conversations that start happening between the two and maybe a disagreement or an argument or whatever. That makes it really, really uncomfortable. One, for, people in the chat, obviously, because people are seeing that stuff. And two, being the creator, and like I said, you've got over 100 people in your live and you're reading these comments and you're not really sure what's going on. You've caught some of it, but you've also been talking to other people and you're kind of seeing that there's something going on and it's very uncomfortable. And y'all, I do not like drama. I don't like confrontation. No, I don't like any of that. So when that starts happening in lives, it's I don't know what to do. I don't know how to facilitate that. And it's uncomfortable for me. And I know it's uncomfortable for others too. I'm guilty of it. I am not perfect by any means. So that's why I feel strongly about it, because I've made the mistake of saying something in a live that I regret. Because there may have not been someone that I cared for or that I agreed with or that I, whatever it might be. So what I do personally is I just remove myself from those situations or where that situation could happen, right? I mean, I just don't want that. And I don't want anybody to feel bullied. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. Live should be a fun place and a safe place for people to feel like they can come in and, have a good time. That's what I want people to feel like in my lives. So keep that stuff out of the lives, take it offline, which I think is how a lot of things need to be handled in the community when there has been drama. I think a lot of the problems, in my opinion, stem from taking it, into community type of environment. You need to just take it offline. If there's just take it offline, I'm not part of it, don't put me in the middle of it. So, don't take it to lives, but that's all I wanted to say about that. And if you are seeing that happen, don't do it during the live, because it's very hard to facilitate, and just maybe talk to that person afterwards, like I said, offline, right? And even the creator, to make sure that they, I want everyone, because I even checked in after one of my lives to make sure someone wasn't upset with me because I didn't know how to handle it. So yeah, it's just, it's y'all. Like we've all said before, and you've heard many people say it, it's crafting. Come on now. And we're all not going to get along. Of course we're not. We're all not going to agree with each other. We're all not going to love each other. I mean, but just don't take it into the lives, right? So, all right. I don't like that stuff, y'all. I don't even like talking about it, but sometimes I feel like it's my responsibility to some degree to address it. So there you have it. All right. So let's talk about other stuff. Now, during my live on Sunday, I did do a giveaway for the folks that were in the live. I did a gift card to a company of your choice that has licensed artwork. And that winner was Joe. And Joe did reach out to me and chose the company and got that gift card to them. So yes, congratulations again, Joe. But what I also wanted to do is, not everybody can be live, in the chat. So I understand that. And a lot of people watch the replays and are supportive that way. So I wanted to give back in that capacity as well and not forget about anybody. So I asked y'all to put replay in the comments, and I would draw from there, and we would do another gift card. Same type of deal, your choice, just as long as it's licensed artwork, okay? And of course, it's open to international and US and all that good stuff. So probably at the end of this video, I will, unless I put it in the middle, but I might do it right now. But I haven't filmed it yet, but I will put a clip in here somewhere of having my computer out and pulling up that live and doing the random comment picker, and it'll pick someone that put replay in the comments, okay? All right, y'all, are you ready to do the giveaway? Okay, I'm ready. So this is for the folks that could not be in the actual live but did watch the replay. I wanted to give back to everybody the most that I could, the best I could. So I did pull up their YouTube random comment picker. I did pop in the URL right here to the video from last Sunday. And filter duplicate users. Let's see, I've got to do the math problem down here. 9 plus 8 is at 17, y'all. I think so, 17. And let's get YouTube comments. 75 comments, that is a lot of folks. Thank y'all so very much for watching the replay and for all your continued support. Love you guys so much. Okay, are y'all ready? Figure drum roll. And let's see who's gonna win. Look for your name. Mags M. She said, congrats on your 5K replay. XX, is that hugs and hugs or kisses and kisses? I'll take either of them. Thank you, Mags. Congratulations. You have won a gift card to a diamond painting company that has licensed artwork. So just in the description of this video, there will be my email address, or just send me a message on Instagram. I'm on both, or Facebook. And yeah, let's get you your gift card, okay? Congratulations, and thank you again to everybody that is watching. Thank you to all my lovies. Okay, I love y'all so much. Okay, bye. So be looking for that. That is going to be coming in this video somewhere. I wanted to make sure, and I did that, and just wanted to say thank you again to everybody. And I wish I could. I so wish. When I was trying to think about ways to say thank you and how I could celebrate, the milestone, I was like, how can I give back? It's so hard. You want to give to everybody. But I started thinking more about it, and I was like, well, maybe the way that I do give is by keeping, making y'all laugh and keeping you company, and, doing the lives on Sundays, having us hang out together and doing these, and just having someone there, having a friend. And that's what I want to be to y'all is, so, I'm here. So that's, I might not be able to do it monetarily, like to give you money and stuff or gift cards and everything, but I'll try, I do what I can. So, yeah, I definitely do what I can. So, all right. This is like all serious today. What's happening? What is happening, y'all? Okay, so on my live Sunday, we're still kind of talking about that. It was Randy's birthday. Randy is my best friend. She also lives here in Dallas, and her channel name is You Can Call Me Butter. We actually met through the diamond painting community. That's how we met, and we have been friends for over 3 years now. Is it right? 3 years? I think, yeah. I think over 3 years now. I need to go back and see when we met. We need to have our anniversary, right? Our friend, or is it friendiversary, or I don't know what those are called, but we need one of those. But she's the best. She was on my live, and she said when I went back and watched the replay, I was like, oh my God, I started crying, and I was trying to keep it together on the live and not get emotional. And I'm not going to do it here either, but she said some really nice things about me, and I just, everyone needs a Randy, everyone needs their person, and she's my person. So, yep. She's a good egg, y'all. She's a good egg. So, and she's, took a little break from the community, which, everybody needs to do from time to time. So she's making baby steps coming back. So I'm excited for that. I get a chance to see her, but y'all don't. And I know, y'all all need some Randy, like I said. So, but she, whenever she's ready, she'll come back. So, but baby steps right now. She's been on a couple of my lives. And so, yeah, it's been good to see her coming back. But we had a really good time on the live on Sunday. It kind of was like a continuation of Saturday night. So her birthday was actually, like I said, on Sunday, the 4th. But we went out to celebrate with the husbands. The four of us went out to dinner to her favorite sushi restaurant. And this is the 3rd year in a row that we've gone out for her birthday to the same restaurant. She loves it. And y'all, it is good. It is good. So we did that on Saturday. And so on Saturday, it looked like it was going to start raining. It was like really cloudy. And they'd made dinner reservations for 7 o'clock. So we headed out And of course we were running a little late, which I gave her a heads up that we were on our way. She's like, no worries. She's like, but it's raining really hard here, because it's about a 30-minute drive to this restaurant. It's like downtown Dallas, and we live in the suburbs. I do. So it was a little bit further drive for me than it was for her, but we didn't leave quite early enough. Anyways, we get there, or we're getting close, and I say to my husband, I'm like, uh-oh. I said, it's raining. I said, I do not have an umbrella. He's like, what? You don't have an umbrella in your trunk, in your car? You should always have an umbrella. I'm like, I know. So he kind of got on to me. I was like, oh, I know. So I knew that was coming. So I do, but we got home. I do have an umbrella now in my car. So that's a good thing. So that was the first thing I realized. I didn't have an umbrella. And then I realized, so I have an electric vehicle. And at this restaurant, they do offer valet. And so, but in order to valet my car, because everything's done by my app on my phone, there's not an actual physical key to start your car. So basically, if my phone is dead, I can't drive my car. So there's that. And then of course it has to be charged. So there's some planning that goes along with having, an electric vehicle sometimes. This particular one, I don't know how they all are, but yeah. So we're driving, and I decided to be super cute that night, and I was dressed up, and everything, and had jeans on and a cute little blouse. And I thought, my purse does not match my outfit. So, and plus it's kind of a small restaurant, and they kind of squeeze you in there tightly with other people. And I was like, I've already got her birthday present. I got her gift, and I don't want to have to bring a purse too. Plus my purse did not match my outfit, because I'm very, very casual normally, like athletic wear. So that's kind of how my purse is. It's not really like a going out purse. Anyways, I was like, my husband's buying, he's driving. I don't need my purse. I don't need a wallet. All I need is my phone and my little baby lipstick, a little lip gloss. It's one of the Temu ones I unboxed, and it's perfect fit in your pocket, by the way. It's one of the little small ones. So as we're driving there, I was like, oh no. So I have no umbrella. And in order for the valet to park my car, we have a little key card. It's like a credit card. It's an actual card that I keep in my wallet that we hand the valet that will allow you to, unlock the car and drive it. Well, that little card was in my wallet. And I did not have my wallet. So I was like, oh, now I got to tell my husband this. I did not bring my purse. I was like, please tell me you have that card in your wallet. He's like, no. I was like, oh shit. So we were like, oh, and it was pouring rain. I was like, oh no. And I had like, nice shoes. Oh, y'all. So I was like, okay. Plus I had her gift. I had a birthday bag with her stuff in it, and I didn't want that to get wet. So I was like, what are we going to do? So we pull up to the restaurant. We're scoping out the parking situation. And of course there's no parking, and we can't valet, and we can't walk far because we don't have an umbrella. So I was like, what are we going to do? And it's really, really raining. So across the street, there is a CVS, the little convenience store, the pharmacy. And so we look over there, and he's like, well, I could park across the street over here, but then we'd have to cross like a busy street, a very busy street. We'd have to run across, like jaywalk. And I was like, oh gosh. So first of all, we went over to the CVS parking lot to make sure it was okay for us to park there, and we didn't want to get towed. We didn't see signs anywhere saying that you couldn't park there. And there was a lot of parking spaces left open. So we parked in the CVS, and we hauled ass across the street, trying not to get wet, trying not to get her birthday stuff wet. Y'all, we ran in there, and they were waiting for us, and we looked like we were just a mess. I mean, we just came in there hot. We were like, oh, hi, happy birthday. Oh my gosh, it's raining out there. We had to run. We parked across the street. We almost got hit by cars. It was crazy. And then when we left the restaurant, we had to run across again. And there was this car that was being a total asshole. He like honked and screeched. I don't know how he screeched, but he scared the crap out of us right after we were like, as we were crossing the street. He like revved his engine and like sped up when he saw us crossing. So y'all, it was dangerous, but we did it for Randy. Anything for Randy, y'all. But she liked her gifts. I got her, I did not want to get her anything diamond painting related because, I'm trying to do something different. She loves hockey, loves the Dallas Stars hockey team. I mean, diehard fan. So I was like, okay, I'll get her some hockey stuff. So we are going on a retreat together at the end of June. We're going to the crafting retreat in Ohio. And so I got her a luggage tag, a Dallas Stars luggage tag for her suitcase. Thought she'd like that. And then I was hoping that, she didn't already have something like that. And then I got her a couple of t-shirts. The one shirt is so funny. She likes snarky, kind of, funny t-shirts. So this one says, it says school is important. Wait, no. It says at the top, I hope I get this right. Something like school is important, and on the bottom, and it's got like a guy like with a hockey stick and like a rainbow behind him, and it says, school is important, but hockey is more importanter. She loved it. I thought it was so cute. So I got her that one, and that was like a black, kind of dark gray one. And then I got her another one that was the Dallas Stars color. So it's that bright green, and it's got a hockey stick with like half of like a hockey helmet. And she had it on during the live, if you saw it. And it says eat, sleep, hockey, repeat, something like that. So I was like, yeah, she really liked them, and they fit her. I was trying to figure out what size. She's like, what size did you get me? And I told her, and she's like, oh, I'm like, I know, I hope it fits. That's the thing. When you get someone, clothes, you don't want to get them like 2XL, or because they're going to think, wait, do you think I'm fat? I was like, oh man, an XL. Well, I don't know. So I got her larges, and she said they fit great. So I was like, whew. So I did good on the sizes, and I've never really bought her clothes before. So yes, but we had a great time. Yummy sushi. Had a couple glasses of wine. It was just super fun. I did. No one else drank, of course. But that's okay. I had some designated drivers. But it was so fun. We had a great time. We laughed. Like I said, we got there a little after 7, and we like almost closed the place down. I don't think we left till like 10:30 or so. Yeah, because I don't think we got home till like almost 11. And Lou, my 10-year-old daughter, she, I had given her a heads up earlier in the week, and I was like, girl, I said, if Dad and I are going to go to dinner for Randy's birthday, and we're not going to be home Saturday night. So if you want to find a friend's house to sleep over, that'd probably be a great idea. And she did. So I had taken her over there on Saturday earlier in the day, and she went and spent the night at a friend's house. And I also dropped off her bike. So I actually took Nate's truck so I could load up her bike in the back. So I took her over there, and she had a really good time. So I picked her up on Sunday earlier in the day. Yeah, so it was a good weekend, y'all. It was a really good weekend. Normally we don't have a lot going on. Normally we're not very social when it comes to I don't have a lot of friends in real life that I hang out with. Randy's the only one. And she's a good one, and like kind of to tie back to what I was talking about earlier, about the diamond painting community really changing my life. I had some friendships in the past that were not healthy. My best friend and was not healthy for me. And I had to make some tough decisions. And I made those because it was what was best for me and my family. And I was sad, I was lonely. And I was like, what am I going to, I had to cut all those friendships out. And then I found the diamond painting community, again, without going into too many details because it's private, and it's personal. But and then Randy came into my life, and you need people in your life that add value, right? That are good people, that are positive people, that are not negative, that are not, it's, you got to surround yourself with good people. And like, again, people that add value. If they don't add value, don't do it. And if you are doing it, just don't do it anymore, just step away a little bit if you can. Yeah, I know it's easier said than done. Believe me, it's not easy, but it's worth it if you find a good one, So, so it was fun to have kind of a busy, fun weekend with a lot going on with the dinner Saturday with her. I looked forward to it all weekend. I was like, oh, we're going out to dinner. Cause my husband and I really don't go out and do date nights. I mean, I guess we really could, and we should, but we don't. I mean, we mainly, cause we have 3 kids, and we spend time with the kids on the weekends, and he's gone during the week for work, and so we all kind of do family time. But a lot of times on the weekends, we're just kind of, doing our own things at the same time. I'm kind of chilling. So so that was this weekend. It was a lot of fun. What else? So then nothing really went on that I can remember last week to even like catch y'all up on since the last time we talked. I was trying to make notes beforehand, and I looked at my calendar, and it's summertime, right? It's summertime. Every day is like the same day. It's like Groundhog Day. And I'm not complaining. I am so lucky, y'all, that I don't work and that I get to stay home. It's a lot of pool time. no schedules because there's no school, right? So we don't have a vacation planned because we did go to Disney during spring break. So we don't have any big like vacation that we're going to be going on this summer. Not that we've planned because we actually went to Disney 2 times earlier in the year. We went in January. We surprised the kids for Christmas, and then we went in March. So we're good. But we are, I say we, just Lou and I, we're really, really excited. So she's been wanting to go on a road trip with me or a girls' road trip for a long time. She's been talking about it forever. Like she wants me to take her and her best friend somewhere, and she wants to do a road trip. I don't like road trips. I don't like being in the car. I'd rather fly. But I was like, okay, we'll try to figure something out. Well, my mom and dad, who live in Amarillo, which is about 6 hours from Dallas, invited Lou to come out and spend a week with them. And they said that they would drive here and pick her up, and then she'd stay there for a week, and they'd bring her back, and drive back. So I started thinking about it. I'm like, that's a lot of driving for my parents, for my folks. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, plus, I wouldn't mind going down for a little bit. I haven't seen, since they've moved, I haven't visited them. I mean, they moved into my grandmother's house, so I know what that looks like, but I haven't seen their stuff and her, I haven't visited them since they moved. So it'd be nice to go down and, I miss Lily, their doggy, and I miss Crunchy, their cat, all the things, and I miss them. So it'd be nice to hang out for a couple days. So I said, why don't I take one leg of the trip, either the beginning or the end, and then we'll kind of break it up that way, and maybe I can stay for a few days. So we have it all planned out. So I'll be going to the retreat at the end of June, right? Kind of takes you into the beginning of July. And then I'll be home for about a week after that. And then the second week of July, my dad's going to come down, and he's going to come down on Sunday and spend the night at our house in our guest room. And then Monday, him and Lou are going to drive to Amarillo, and she's going to stay there, for the full week. But I'm going to come up there whenever my husband comes back, because we could leave the boys alone totally. I mean, they're 16 and 18. I totally would do that with my husband being in Austin during the week. But the doggies, and Ollie, our puppy, is the one that needs constant supervision because he's still kind of potty training and all the things. And I just don't trust the boys to really keep an eye on him. And he's chewing. I mean, it's just, it could be bad. So we don't really want to leave the boys here just with the puppies or the puppy. So we're trying to figure it out where he can, like, my husband comes home on Thursday night. So she's going to be with my parents Monday through Thursday. And then Friday morning, I'm going to wake up and my husband's going to be back, and I'm going to drive to Amarillo by myself, which is crazy. I've never drove 6 hours anywhere by myself. So, and being I have an electric vehicle, I have to plan out my charging stations, and I have to, I've already looked and I know where they are. That was the first thing I had to look at before I decided to do the trip, because I can't go if I can't charge my car. And there's plenty of charging stations on the way. So it's, going through Texas, there's, a lot of people drive, and you go through a lot of small towns going to Amarillo, but there's also a lot of bigger towns, and they have, all those amenities. So yeah, I wish there was more charging stations. Now that I have an electric vehicle, you realize it, I wish there were more, but that's okay. There's still a lot. And whenever we go to the mall, you get like preferred parking, because if there's, the EV spots are always like, near the handicap ones, kind of near the front. And I always look there first, see if we can get a good parking spot. And sometimes I can. It's like, sweet. So sometimes it pays off. I might not even be charging it, but I might just be sitting there for, we're not going to be there long. But yeah, so I'm going to go fly. I'm going to walk. We looked into flights, but then we thought she could fly by herself, unaccompanied, minor. But I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. My husband didn't feel comfortable with it. And it's only a 45-minute flight, but still, I was like, I don't know. So I'll drive up there Friday. I'll stay up there Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and then Monday morning, her and I will drive back, because my husband leaves again on Tuesdays. So yeah, we have a little plan. So that's a vacation that we're looking forward to, and it's a road trip. So she gets her road trip in. I get car sick, so it's a good thing I'm driving, because that's what I normally prefer to do if I have to be in a car that long, because I get really, really bored. I can't read. I can't diamond paint. I've tried to diamond paint in the car, y'all. Can you diamond paint in the car? Let me know. Have y'all ever tried? I've tried, and I can't do it. And if I do try it, I can get like maybe a couple drills down. It just takes way too long. It's like the tray and trying to like manage everything from like moving and sliding around. It's a lot of work. So a lot of times diamond painting in the car does not work for me. I've tried. I'd like to, but I've only tried it a couple times, but it didn't work out so well. So y'all let me know if you're able to diamond paint in the car and if you've tried it and if you have any tips. I have a little lap desk and everything, but I don't know. It doesn't work out so well, I guess. So we're going to do that. And then, yeah, so I've got the retreat coming up, which I'm super excited about. I'm actually, now that we're in June, I'm going to get my suitcase out of the attic and put it maybe like in the guest room and kind of start, because I have a little stash of stuff in my bedroom that I kind of started like, you know, squirreling away a little bit of things I want to bring. I do have all the gifts from my Secret Santa. We do Secret Santa gifts, so yeah, that's really fun. You have to wrap them, so I still need to wrap them, but I've got those all kind of set aside. I bought some bars the other day of like, you know, in case I get hungry and, you know, they're not serving food at that time, I've got like a snack. So I'm kind of trying to plan a few things. I don't know what diamond painting I'm going to bring. Probably this one, I'm thinking, because the retreat's June 28th, and I don't think I'm going to be done with this, and it's small. So, and everybody tells me you don't get a whole lot of diamond painting done at these retreats. So I've been to a retreat before. I've been to 2 of them, the same one twice. And it was the one in Texas, the Hillsboro one, but it was called a no frills retreat. So there was a smaller group of people than some of the other ones. So there's different, you know, different sizes, different, you know, things that go on. And so this is going to be one of the bigger ones. And so and the ones I've been to, I think there was like 20 something people, and this one in Ohio is going to be like, I think 60. So it's going to be a lot of people. We have a Zoom call coming up this week in a few days where they're going to talk about, you know, all the things. So I'll get a little more detail, but yeah, I want to make sure I have all the things. I need to bring my overhead light. So Randy and I are definitely going to check bags. So I'm glad, because that way I can like load up, you know, all my things, bring a little blanket. Someone even said to bring like a little cushion for your butt or your back. The chairs may not be the comfiest. So yeah, but I'm excited. Yes, very, very excited. So that's coming up in June. Yep, this end of this month is going to come up quick. I don't know if I'll be pre-filming any videos before I leave. I normally don't do that, but I might, just so y'all have something. Might do like an unboxing, but if not, I know it's not the end of the world. I'm only gone for like 3 or 4 days, so it'll be okay. Yeah, everything will be fine if I don't, but we'll see. But things that are coming up, speaking of diamond painting stuff, so that's June. So July, I'm going to be hosting an event with Lindsay, Emeralds and Fairy Lights, my friend Lindsay. We are doing, this is the 3rd or 4th year. I don't know how many years this is now. It might be 3. We're doing the JBG along, and we do that the month of July. And I reached out to her the other day. I was going to wait till June to hit her up, but I was like, okay, let's start. Let's get into this now. She's like, yep, let's do it. So, but because we've done it so many times before, we pretty much, you know, it's really easy to set up, and it's, you know, it's still work to do an event, but yeah, anything Jasmine Beckett Griffith will work. So yeah, get those JBG paintings planned out for July, and definitely join us for that event. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So I was going to tell you all about something that happened last night. Ooh, I just finished this section. If y'all want to look up, this is like the dragon scales, it looks like, because the dragon's like right here, and then the mermaid's like over here to the side more. But yeah, I didn't think I was going to finish this. How long are we going so far? 40? Okay, yeah, we're doing good. All right, so what I do is, after I'm done with my section, I get my little cutter, and it's not that sharp. The blade is like, it's not even a blade. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's got to be to cut, but I press down super, super hard, and I've never had an issue with cutting anything. It's not that sharp to do that. So I just kind of cut that section off, and then move along to the next. So I hope this doesn't mess with our setup here, but I'm going to have to peel back the next section. Let me just scooch it along. Okay, so I'm going to do this one right here. So what I do next is keep that paper cutter out, or the ceramic cutter. And I kind of cut along. And what I like about Craftibly's plastic cover is it's really, really thick. So I can just kind of hear it snap and crackle and pop when I'm cutting it. It's so satisfying. But I can hear it pop whenever I press down with the cutter. And then now here's where I get my tweezers sometimes to peel back the corner, because I do have the washi tape. Oh, and the washi tape is from Simply Gilded. Speaking of Simply Gilded, I was really, really hoping, and I don't know if it's going to happen, but I don't know if y'all remember, if you've been here for a while, you may remember I did a I did a Simply Gilded tour. They had a warehouse sale, and they are located near me. And they had a big warehouse sale, and I went. My daughter and I went, and it was so fun. And I filmed it, and bought a bunch of stuff, and it was discounted. It was so fun. And I was looking on the calendar, and I think it was July of last year. It was in June or July, and it was their first time to ever do it. And I thought it was a success. I mean, there was a lot of people. Maybe it was, I don't know, but I haven't heard them. And all I do next is just slide my magnet over to this next section. But I haven't heard them announce anything or talk about it. But I was really hoping they were going to do it again. But maybe they will. If they do, I'll definitely be there. Hopefully, if I can get tickets. You have to get tickets pretty quick. You gotta have the fast fingers. But if I do, I'll definitely do another video and show you all the things. I mean, we spent way too much money, but it was so fun. Oh my gosh, I've never seen so much washi tape. They've got the best washi tape, in my opinion. Stickers and planners and all the things. They had some really cute stuff, pens. So anyways, I got off. I was just thinking about washi tape. I'm like, oh, that was fun. So I hope they do it again. Okay, so let's talk about yesterday. So yesterday was Monday for me. In the morning, Nate, my 16-year-old, was like, Mom, so he's become more social in the last 6 months or so than he really ever was before, because he's been driving for almost a year, and I think that has a lot to do with it. But he's just kind of coming out of his shell. But he's kind of a hermit, right? Kind of a quiet guy. Funny as all get out, but he's kind of quiet, and kind of likes to just chill in his room and game with his friends online. So here recently, he's been going off to different friends' houses and doing this and doing that, or playing poker at so-and-so's house, or going over so-and-so's house and swimming. And so I said to him, you can have your friends over here too. Share the love a little bit, spread it out. Plus, I wouldn't mind meeting I know some of them, but it would be nice to meet some of the other ones I haven't met yet that he talks about. And so he came out to us yesterday, and he's like, Mom, can I have some friends over to swim tonight? And I was like, sure. I didn't even think twice. I was like, sure. I didn't even ask, my husband, but he goes, do you think we could order pizza? And that way, because everyone's going to be hungry. They're going to be coming over about 6:30. And I was like, yeah, that is dinner time. Sure, I'll get some pizzas. I'm like, how many pizzas do I need to get? How many people are we talking about? I thought when he first said he wanted some friends over, I thought it was going to be 2 or 3. Oh no, y'all. We're talking 10 or more. There's so many kids here. Oh my gosh. And my husband was still working in his office. He was on conference calls. Oh my gosh, it was insanity. So crazy. I kind of regret a little bit saying, have your friends come over. Oh my gosh, y'all. They were all very, very nice, but big kids. Let's see, they're all 16, right? 15, 16, 17. They're all kind of ranging from that age range. They're all going into, going to be juniors in high school. Big kids. But yeah, I want to say there was probably about, I didn't count, but there was maybe 11 people, and it was crazy. There was shoes everywhere, towels, bags, boys, pizza. So I did order, Nate and I had talked about it, and I ordered 6 pizzas, 6 large pizzas. And then I got, some for us, right? But I got 6 pizzas for them. They almost ate all of it. Yeah. And I also got a brownie, I ordered Domino's, and I ordered a brownie so they could have some dessert. But it was incredibly loud. So, we live in the suburbs. We live in a neighborhood, and we don't live out in the country. We live house. The houses are right on top of each other. And we have a small backyard and a small pool. It's up like a play pool. It's not that deep. It's 5 feet deep. We don't have a big backyard. The entire backyard is pretty much pool. There's no grass. It's small. And but we wanted to put a pool in there, so we made it work. So there was all these boys jumping in the water. It was like kids soup. It was kids soup, y'all. It was crazy. I was watching from my bedroom window. They were so loud. But they weren't being bad. It just was a lot of kids, a lot of boys, big kids, just having fun. And they were jumping in the pool and dunking each other. And I was like, oh my God, no one get hurt. But I was watching them. I was spying on them from my window, my bedroom window. I was looking out of the blinds because here's another thing. I had to put the dogs away. We've got 3 dogs, and Nate didn't really want them in the mix, and definitely did not want them outside because they get crazy by the pool. Oh, that's another story I need to tell y'all. Oh my God. I totally forgot until I said that, but it was awful. I'll tell y'all in just a second. So they came over, they ate pizza, they swam. One of the boys was so nice. We actually know, I do know, I've met him before. Craziest thing, we were in Hawaii year before last, I think it was, and we were on the beach. Nate and I were coming up from the water, and here comes this kid heading down to the beach on the sand from us, and he looks at Nate, and Nate looks at him, and he's like, Nate! And Nate's like, Aiden! He saw a friend from school that he's friends with. And so this kid, Aiden, was at the house, and he was so nice. He's such a polite kid. He calls me Mrs., and he says my last name, and he calls me ma'am. And he's just the nicest kid. But he was out there after all the boys came inside and changed. They were going to watch a movie. He was out there folding all the towels, cleaning up, putting all the rafts away. And he was like, ma'am, he's like, Mrs., is this how it looked when we got here? And I was like, yes, Aiden. I'm like, thank you so much. You did not have to do that. He even came in and asked my husband for a trash bag. And he was collecting all their trash and all their plates and everything with the pizza. I was like, yeah, so good kids, but just a lot of them. And they were just super fired up and having a good time in the pool. So they swam for like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, and it was so loud. They were playing Marco Polo, and you could hear them screaming, and oh my gosh. And I was worried about the neighbors, right? Talking about how small our houses are, like stacked on top of each other. And but it wasn't late. They got here at 6:30. So I kept telling myself, yes, it's a Monday night, but it's not late. No one should be sleeping right now. It's summertime. Kids are going to be kids. And as long as they weren't screaming like profanities or anything, which I think I heard one, but I was about to go out there, but I didn't hear any more. I was like, okay, because some little kids could be outside and, in their backyards and all that. So, but no, they were very, very nice. And then watching all of them trying to sit in our living room. They're all these big kids. We don't have a lot of seating in our living room. I kind of wish it was different. We only have one couch, and it only sits about 3 to 4 people, easy, like maybe 4, but it's like not very big. And then we have 2 oversized chairs. They have ottomans, and that's it. So you had 2 boys to a chair, squeezed in a chair. You had 4 boys on the couch. Some people were on the floor. Some people were sitting in bar stools in the kitchen, because our kitchen and living room is all kind of one big room. It was just, oh my gosh, there were just boys everywhere. So they finally left, and then Lou had her best friend over because she just got back from her vacation, and they missed each other, and they're wanting to make cookies. It was just chaos, y'all. It's pure chaos. And my husband's trying to work, and he's telling me it's too loud. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm trying. Oh, and then the dogs. So I was in the bedroom the whole time, pretty much the whole time, with the dogs, and they were whining and whining and whining because they wanted to go out and see the boys. They wanted to go play with all the kids. They wanted to be part of the action. So I basically just stayed in the bedroom folding laundry and watching TV and on my phone while they were out there having a grand old time. And I was spying on them, like I said, from my window. It was so bad. And then Lou was kind of walking around the house, checking them out. And Ryan even came down because Ryan knows a lot of them. Because Nate and Ryan are only 16 months apart. So they know a lot of the same guys. So yeah. Whew, y'all. But I was like, okay, we did our part. He had his friends over, got to meet a lot of the boys. Very, very nice. Very, very nice kids. So that was fun. So Nate got to do that. And they left about 10, I guess. Yeah. So they were over for a little bit. Yeah, it was just right, though. They weren't out too late. A lot of them got dropped off because some of them don't drive yet. It was cute. Some of them do drive. So it was like a combination. We had a lot of cars out front, too. But it wasn't very many because, like I said, some just got dropped off. Yeah. Quite an eclectic group, though, I will tell you. Nate even warned me when I told him before to have friends over. He was like, Mom, I don't know. They're crazy. I was like, nah, because I'm thinking he's not crazy. He's like a good kid, Oh, man, y'all. Ooh, he wasn't lying. I think he said they're special is how he, and they were, y'all. Oh, my gosh. All different sizes and ethnicities, and there was just a little bit of everything. It was pretty cool to see. So anyways, let me tell y'all what happened. Oh my gosh. And some of y'all probably saw this coming if you listened to my last WIP and chat. I think in the last WIP and chat, I told y'all about Ollie, our French bulldog, our little Frenchie, who's only about 9 months old now, just a puppy still. We were introducing him to the water, right? And he loves it. He loves to splash around on the little ledge that we have that's, for like sunbathing. Yeah, so he was out there yesterday. Lou and I were out there swimming, just the 2 of us during the day. And we were playing Marco Polo, and we were swimming, having a good old time. And we were in the shallow end. And Jasper, one of our Boston Terriers, is ball crazy. and he gets really crazy out by the pool with the ball. He likes to drop the ball in the water and like scoop it up with his paw and like grab it and toss it in again. It's like he does it over and over again. Well, Ollie loves Jasper. He loves to follow him around. He loves to do whatever he does. So he was following Jasper around, playing with him, and I was watching them in the corner of my eye as Lou and I were swimming. And on the back side of the pool, near our fence, there's a little wall that he likes to walk along the edge of the pool, and it makes me so nervous. Him and Jasper were over there, and Jasper was trying to mess with the ball, and I could see Ollie kind of jumping on Jasper's back, like to play with him and to mess around with him. And then all of a sudden, you guys, and this is near the deep end, right near the deep end, all of a sudden, I see Ollie go in. He went in, and I screamed at Lou. I'm like, Ollie! And it felt like forever to get to him, forever. It felt like I was like in quicksand. It felt like it was, I was so scared. Lou had her goggles on. She stayed there in the shallow end. She said she went under to look at him. She said he went all the way to the bottom, and this is in the deep end. It's 5 feet, so it's still deep. He fell in, and he's heavy. He's like a brick, right? So he went down, and by the time I got to him, he was starting to float up, but he never was able to put his head out of the water. And so that scared me, and I was telling my husband all about it afterwards. He was like, well, maybe he didn't have time to. Maybe you got to him before. He's like, I think he would have started, but he's got short little legs. And from what we've read, Frenchies typically can't swim. And it's been a fear of ours, having a pool with him and, everything. But we've been teaching him, we put him in the shallow end and he can get to the ledge and get out. But this was in the deep end. And y'all, I saved that guy. I grabbed him, pulled him out, and, was holding him, was able to get to the shallow end. Lou and I were so scared, so panicked. She's like, hold him for a minute before you let him get out. I'm like, that's a good idea, because he was just freaked out. We all were. Oh my gosh, you guys, he needs, and I know y'all have recommended, we need to do this. We do. I need to get him a little doggy life vest that he can wear when we're outside. Now he won't go in the pool if he just goes outside and goes to the bathroom. The only time he goes in the pool is when we're out there playing. So I don't feel like, I feel like he's okay, but we always have an eye on him. We never leave him outside without, for a very long time without watching him. But y'all, it was so scary. Oh my gosh, so scary. So I got to the shallow end with him. I was holding him and holding him and holding him. And I said, Lou, how's he look? Because I couldn't see his face. I just was, holding on to him. And he had his head, on my shoulder. And she goes, oh man, Mom, his eyes are big. I was like, oh my gosh, I bet. Poor guy. So I put him out on the side and he got out. And so I got out too, and I grabbed a towel and I dried him off, and he was shaking and shaking. Whew. So then Lou's like, should we go get Dad? Should we go get Dad? I was like, no, honey. I'm like, Dad's working. And I'm like, it's okay. He's fine. He's just fine. He wasn't like choking on water. And, it probably seemed like he was under forever, but I got to him really fast. I was already in the water and I just had to get to the deep end. So, but y'all, the panic. So scary. So now I'm super paranoid. I already was, but now it's even worse. But now that's maybe the eye-opener we needed. You go, hey, you know what? We need to be careful. We do need to be careful with him and having him in the water. I mean, it's a scary thing. So I almost wish we had like a little gate around the pool, but we don't. So yes, my baby, y'all. Oh my gosh. So Lou was just waiting for my husband to come out of his office so she could tell him. So I was in the kitchen and I heard his door open up, and she's like, Dad, Mom saved Ollie's life. He fell in the pool. My husband's like, what? And so he comes into the kitchen and he's talking to me. I'm like, it's okay. Everything's all right. He fell in, but we were in the water and I got to him. He was in the deep end, but whoo, my husband's like, oh my gosh. So, and his big thing is, he's like, I think he would have been able to. I think he wouldn't have been able to doggy paddle. I think he would have been able to get out. And I'm like, oh, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Whew, it's so scary. So before I let y'all go, the reason why I was filming this, I didn't even get a chance to get to this, but the reason why I was filming this on a Tuesday versus Wednesday, I normally don't like it to do it too early, was because Randy is coming over on Wednesday. She's going to come over. We're going to diamond paint. We're going to hang out. So I wanted to make sure that I did this recording for y'all, because I didn't want to do it before she came over or after, because I didn't want to be rushed. I wanted to have enough time just to hang out. So yes, so that's why. So Randy's coming over. I get to see her again. I know, it's so fun. So she's going to come over. I was going to tell her to bring her bathing suit too, and maybe we could like chill by the pool. I'm trying to get in the pool, like get outside at least 30 minutes every day and get some sun. So yeah, I've been doing that. My husband's so sweet. Whenever he is at home and I'm doing that during the day, he's like my bodyguard. He doesn't let the kids go out there. He lets me float around on the pool for a little bit. Whenever I come in, I'm like, how'd it go? He's like, oh, they all tried to get to you or get to the dogs, because the dogs were out there with me. And I was like, it's okay. I'm like, but thank you for letting me float around for a little bit and letting me relax. So yeah, I've been trying to do that at least for 30 minutes. Like I said, just getting on the raft and floating around. So that's been nice. But I figured Randy and I can just dye and paint tomorrow and catch up. So yeah, so that's what we're doing tomorrow. But I'm going to let y'all go. Congratulations to the winner. I'm going to put that clip in here, and this is going to, you've already known who, so just contact me. I do have, my email in the description, so just send me an email or, Instagram message and let me know what company you'd like, and I'll send you that gift card. So congratulations again to the winner, and thank y'all again for all your support. Just liking, just giving the video a thumbs up, just watching. I mean, just clicking on the video and watching. And then if you like it and if you comment, even better. But just, that's all, that's all the creators want. We just want to know, we just want to feel engaged, and we just want to be here with y'all. Does that make sense? So yes, we do. We just want to be with you. I know we all do. And I care about y'all very, very much. And Randy even said it, which meant a lot, because she knows. She's like, Shay loves y'all. I really do. Okay, so with that, y'all, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for helping me get along on this confetti. Hopefully y'all got some stuff done. And yeah, we'll meet up again next Wednesday, of course. Next Wednesday/Thursday. And we'll catch up again. But make sure y'all let me know how you are, okay? Let me know. I'm nosy and I care. So yes, let me know. Okay, y'all have a great rest of your week. And I'll have some other videos coming out. I don't have anything filmed right now, but I do have some. I actually have something that's coming today from overseas. It's somewhat of like a sneak peek for a company. So that's going to be fun. I've never unboxed their paintings before. So be looking for that. That'll be coming out this week probably. But yeah, she said it's out for delivery. So we're tracking it. I think I'm supposed to get it today. And then I have some other unboxings I want to do. And also my Diamond Art Club that I ordered from their anniversary sale. I did order one, and that one is coming. I got notification that it's shipped yesterday, and it's supposed to be coming today. So I'll do that unboxing too. So there'll be some unboxings coming up. Plus, I've got one more Temu video to do. I need to film it still, but I do have more Temu stuff to show y'all. It's going to be kind of a different one. I mean, I wanted them all to be different, but it's going to be more of like a fun one, like a silly one. Not silly, but just kind of a little more lighthearted. So I think they're fun to do it that way. So yeah, definitely check that out when I do it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let y'all go. Love you, love you, love you so, so much. And if y'all enjoyed this, please give the video a thumbs up. Like I said, they really do help, all the algorithms and all the YouTube things. And then, if you have not subscribed yet, I'd love to have you, and it is free. It's totally free to subscribe. Doesn't cost a thing. So just click on that subscribe button down below and join us. And then, yeah, there'll be a notification bell right next to that subscribe button. If you click on that and click all, then you'll get notified whenever I post up any new videos. And there'll be lots more diamond painting content coming, okay? All right, y'all take care. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys.